Alright, hello everybody. So today we're going to do something different. We're going to do a movie review on the movie Nefarious. So those of you who have heard of it, it's labeled as a horror movie, but to be fair, I would like to call it more of a psychological thriller. Not really label it horror. It doesn't have that aspect of what a horror movie has. For example, it's not like The Conjuring or Insidious or Evil Dead. It doesn't fall along the lines like that, but the topics are similar. So I would put it in the category of psychological thriller. Psychological horror, I think that's fair. So I just right off the back, I highly recommend the movie. It's got a very good story, a very good plot. Not to discourage anybody, the directors are Catholic or Christian. I'm not sure exactly which one. But the movie is not made as your typical Catholic movie or Christian movie. They don't follow the same steps. It's more psychological type movie, and the plot will keep you watching it. I agree, it's a very good message that the movie has. There are some parts that will get to you. If you're the type to get easily offended by the truth, then you should watch the movie, to see how offended you get. So I recommend that. But if you're if you're the type of person that does not get discouraged by hearing the truth and takes it as a wake-up call whenever you hear it, then the movie is for you as well. The way it's portrayed is that you could say it's a religious movie made for people who don't follow religion or want answers when it comes to religion. I think it's very nicely put. So the movie itself, here's the plot. It all takes place in the prison. An inmate is scheduled to be executed at 11 p.m. that day, and a psychiatrist who's an atheist is going to do his psychological evaluation to ensure that he knows he's being executed. I forget the words. Is competent for his execution. The thing is that the inmate is possessed by a demon. So the conversation goes back and forth between the possessed inmate and the psychiatrist. There's not going to be a lot of spoilers in this video. Mainly, it all takes place in the prison, in a cell where they can have a conversation. So when you hear about demonic possession, you'll think about creepy things happening in the movie, but no, it's purely conversation. It's mainly talking, challenging beliefs, and it's also explaining religion through the perspective of the demon. Now again, this is a leans more towards a positive religious message, regardless that it's to the perspective of a demon. I think that was the whole point. And the way I see it is that most of the times, for example, I'm a Christian myself. I'm not gonna say I'm the best Christian. I still have a lot to work on as well as any other human being. But the message is given in a better, well, not better. It's given in a more easier way to digest. I know the stigma when it comes to talking with a Christian person. They usually try to feed you a lot of facts, maybe not always in the most positive way, or maybe not always in the correct manner. Regardless if they're facts, they might not know how to explain that message well to others that are in search for answers. So, and I'm talking slow because, again, I normally don't script what I say. It all comes from the heart. It comes from whatever I think of. So I basically freestyle everything I'm saying. Give you my most honest answer of the movie. So I saw it about maybe about last week. It's on Amazon Prime for $19.99. Very worth the price to watch. Even if you're just gonna watch it once, it's very worth it. Normally, I wait for movies to go down at least to like maybe $6 or $4 before even like renting them on streaming. But in this case, this is one of the ones I was eager to watch, hoping to find it for free on YouTube or on another streaming network, but it wasn't, so gladly paid to rent it, which is more than I could say for other movies. So I mean, obviously I can't prove to you I did that, but it's saying a lot from my part, you know. Nowadays, with all the technology we have, you can watch almost any movie for free if you look for it hard enough. But in this case, I didn't really think twice about paying for it once I realized that I wasn't gonna attempt any further to look for it online. So now, it might not be the best to explain it or keep you on the edge of your seats about this movie, but I could say that, let's see, I'll try to compare it to another movie. Pretty much, it's like those movies that have like a twist at the end, that most of the plot takes place with the conversation, not necessarily the action, but the conversation. Kind of gives you like an aha moment, or gives you a moment that challenges the way you think. It's a very smart movie. Honestly, it's on the top of my list. Most likely, if I want to watch it again, I'll probably look for ways I can just buy it and own it, so I can just go back to it and watch it. I mean, to this day, I still look at the shorts of some of the scenes, because we have a few YouTubers out there, I might add them to this video, that are creating content with making shorts for this movie Nefarious. But anyways, so yeah, without spoiling anything, something you'll see in the trailers is that it's up to the psychiatrist to prove the competency of the inmate, that they are aware they are going to get executed, proving that the inmate is not insane. But at the same time, it's up to the inmate to prove to the atheist that he is a demon, which obviously is going to also prove that God exists, you know, because if demons and the devil exist, then yeah, it means that God and angels exist as well. So that's a conversation that takes place. again, when I watched some of the reviews that other people put on YouTube, you know, you get two sides of the coin. You get some people that love the message, they love the movie, they love how smart it is, they love the way it's put, from both Christians and non-Christians. And then you have the other side of the coin that says it's a Christian bait, you know. It's mainly to hook people. I mean, you know, you get both sides of the coin. You get both reactions. You get either it's really good or it's horrible. So I'm not gonna share my opinion about that. Again, I'm a Christian, and I'm probably not the kind that's gonna go up to your face and tell you, you know, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do that. It's not really my style. But when the conversation does come up, one thing I do say is that I would rather believe in God to find out He doesn't exist versus not believe to find out that He does exist. That's my way of putting it in the most simplest aspect. I'm completely fine with that ideology. Feel free to share your comments or share your arguments with me. I'm usually pretty positive when it comes to people sharing their thoughts, regardless if they're positive or negative. I'll still respond in kind, because we all have opinions, and if my opinions anger somebody else, just to let you know, don't worry, my opinions, you know, are not going to affect your bank account. They're not going to affect your way of living. So, you know, don't take it to heart. So regardless, it's not a really captivating review like the kinds you're going to see online, but since my YouTube channel, I decided, you know what, I do want to share this this movie review. Now, if you look back at some of my other uploads, my other posts, I post horror movies coming up. So you know, again, some Christians might actually comment on this and say, well, you're a Christian and you watch horror movies. Isn't that gonna open a door to you know, to bring upon evil thoughts or an evil presence in your life? Well, you know, again, I'm not gonna battle the beliefs of fellow Christians, but again, I am a martial artist. The way I see it is that I would be insane to not know what my opponent, what my enemy is doing, what methods they use to attack. So I guess the best way to put an example is, if I watch a movie like, let's say, Ouija, the Ouija board movie, you know, Ouija, Origins of the Ouija, I don't watch it with the eyes of, oh wow, this is very interesting, maybe I should use a Ouija board to call upon the dead. No. I watch it as a warning, like, hey, this is a movie about using a Ouija board and what can happen if you use a Ouija board, and the type of danger you could put yourself if you use a Ouija board. That's how I see the movie. So when I tell my kids, they go to Walmart and they see a Ouija board being sold by, I don't know, by Fisher Price or whoever sells it, you know, because it's sold it's in the toy section. I could tell my kids, hey, let me show you a movie first before you think of using that type of stuff. And, you know, hopefully they get the message, because I know I get the message. Again, I could watch, for example, Evil Dead Rise. You know, I mean, I think the message is pretty clear. If you find an ancient book that looks like it's made with skin, written in blood, with depictions of demons in the pages, come with its own set of incantations, I'm pretty sure that the message is, destroy it, or send it somewhere where it can't be used. Don't mess with witchcraft. Don't mess with things of the devil. That's how I see it. So, I mean, believe it or not, I mean, there's some people that don't even know that playing with a Ouija board is used to summon the dead, or the undead. So they don't know that because they don't watch horror movies. Yeah, you probably won't see a lot of that in your normal everyday shows. You're gonna see that usually like in Paranormal Activity, other movies like that. Another example is if you ever hear of a divot box being gifted to you, just don't open it, don't accept it. So yeah, me and my wife, we watch a lot of horror movies, but we always watch it as a cautionary message. Hey, this stuff is out there in the world. Don't mess with it. Don't accidentally mess with it. So I'll continue to post horror movies. I find them entertaining. I find them relaxing in the sense that a lot of stories are make-believe, but a lot of the tools being used in the horror movies are real. Another movie I saw, Autopsy of Jane Doe, references past books of Leviticus. I didn't even know the word Leviticus existed until I saw that movie. Brought me closer to understanding of the Old Testament. So, just recently I posted the new Insidious movie coming up, as well as The Nun. Again, the same way, I'm gonna watch these movies with the mentality of like, well, this is the enemy. Some of these are based on actual demons found in the Catholic religion. So, how do we stay away from them? What's their story to know what to watch out for? So, anyways, not really trying to be a hypocrite as a Christian that watches horror movies. It's just that I believe that, as a Christian, as a martial artist, I want to know, as well as I want to know God and Jesus Christ, I also want to know who my enemies are as well. Alright, so a bit of a different spin to my channel. You saw I kind of added that martial arts reference to the way I look at things. But yeah, highly recommend the movie. Don't take my word for it. Go online, watch other YouTubers who have taken, who I would say have put more time into the reviews and their editing. Mine is basically just me, driving to get some groceries and sharing my review of the movie. I liked it, and it's got my stamp of approval. Those of you who know me might actually value that. Those of you who don't, feel free to argue. Again, I got no problem either way. I welcome all comments. Alright guys, have a great day.